meaning or the vision as it related to my ticket would be to create a more memorable and innovative experience for the Cubs that participated in our program. And the thing that I love about 367 at this moment is we're very much moving toward that spirit. What do I mean by that? We've incorporated parents that have never been involved before. We have a lot of people that are participating in ways that are never that would have never been imaginable. We have people in new leadership positions, and all of these things work together to culminate making a more memorable experience for our boys. And that really was the focus of my ticket. And so as I did that, I try to come up with innovative ideas. How many of you guys have gotten an email from me to say, hey guys, how about we try this? Or we've never looked at this before. Would you be interested in participating in this type of activity? And I thank God that you guys have been, although very receptive and patient in dealing with me in that as I try to make things the ultimate goal is just to make a more memorable experience for the Cubs that are involved. And that was my function and role and my vision as a den leader, is to do things that we've never done before. And I thank you guys for being very supportive in doing that, whether it be making a calendar or coming up with events that we probably didn't see because it's something that we hadn't done before. So I appreciate the support and the love shown. Good times, bad times, late night calls, early morning calls, 6 o'clock on the way to work calls. We know what those are all about. It takes all of that to make this experience happen, and I love each and every one of you. And you guys all know how special you are to me on an individual basis in helping to make this thing happen.
Thank you, Pat. So why is it called Woodbadge? So Lord Baden-Powell, the founder of Scouting, began training adult Scouters in 1911 by organizing a series of lectures. In 1919, he made further advances in the Scout training by devising a program that he called the Woodbadge Experience. One of the purposes of Woodbadge training, he said, is to get Scouters to think about the practice of Scouting, to meet together, to exchange experiences, and to live together in the spirit of the Scout Oath. The Scouter that Woodbadge was awarded the first membership was in Gilwell Park in England. And membership of the group numbers of tens of thousands, all Scouters who have rededicated their service to Scouting through membership through the International Gilwell Scout Group and Society. And you will be inducted as a member of Gilwell. And whenever we as Woodbadgers assemble together, we are magically brought back to Gilwell Camp for those trainings. Woodbadge Scouters can now be found in more than 100 countries across the world. Woodbadge training is accepted and unilateral. We've had international leaders come and cross-train in the various programs, but they all have the same foundation. Scouters who take part in this program are expressing in a practical way their belief in the brotherhood of Scouting. Today we're gathered to recognize Pat, who has made this commitment and completed all of the steps to reach this point. If you would ask your family to come forward. Kelly, if you would help me.
Go ahead, Carla. Your family, Carla. Please go before he acts up. I know, right? Please go up there before he act crazy. He'll be like, what? Get ahead.
Pat, you've come a long way since the day you arrived at Woodruff on the training site and began your Woodbadge experience. On the course, you were introduced to many leadership and scouting skills, and you wrote a ticket that put your commitment into practice on what you learned. You also set goals you were expected to accomplish. During the application period, you were coached and counseled by a scouter, and together you evaluated your progress. Finally, you and your coach agreed that those leadership skills had become a way of life for you, and you had reached your goals. Your counselor then recommended that you be awarded your beads. So to prepare a candidate, we have to if you were still wearing your service neckerchief, we would remove the tartan plaid neckerchief, which was your service neckerchief, and it's now time to move to the next phase of your service. The Troop 1 neckerchief is a reminder of a lot more. It's joining together as a band, it's becoming a scout, coming together as a patrol, learning the skills of scouting and working together, growing in scout spirit.
So the neckerchief. When Woodbadge started in 1919, Mr. W.F. McLaren, a district commissioner in Scotland, purchased
nice.
Gilwell Park near London, England,
That's
and
nice.
presented it to the Scouting Association as a training center.
Look
We
at that.
honor him by wearing a patch of the McLaren
nice.
hunting carton upon the neckerchief.
That's so nice.
In England, from patrol leaders to adult, all are recognized according to their position in scouting by various colors of woggles. Woodbadge scouters all over the world are recognized by a 2-strand leather woggle. It's a little tight, so we'll do the best you can, and we'll fix him up. We'll straighten him up in a little while. Sometimes straightening up takes a lot more effort.
And sometimes people slip and punch him in the chin.
That's awesome. Okay, well, I'm about to cry.
Good, that's
Good
enough.
job.
He did a good
Eyes are
job.
So the beads. Woodbadge is named for the badge given
I mean,
those
too.
who successfully completed the entire experience. The badge now consists of 2 wooden beads worn on a leather thong around the neck. These are replicas of a bead necklace obtained in 1888 by Baden-Powell while he was serving in the military in Africa. In looking for a suitable recognition for the scouters who completed the first course in 1919, Baden-Powell remembered the necklace and decided to give a bead to each of the participants. At this time, the name Woodbadge became attached to the course.
If you would place those around your dad's neck. It's been said that Woodbadge is the peak of the scouter training experience. This may be true, but it's a whole lot more. It's a commitment. It's a commitment to lifelong learning, a commitment made by a candidate towards service in scouting and its ideals into oneself. Every scouter accepted for a Woodbadge course subscribes to this commitment in both word and deed. In the words of Baden-Powell, in every country, the aim of scouting's training is identical, namely, efficiency for a service to others. With such an object in common, we can, as an international brotherhood of service, go forward and do far-reaching work. The Woodbadge Award carries with it a certificate that reads, Woodbadge given by Boy Scouts of America in recognition of completing the National Woodbadge requirements. It's signed by our Chief Scouting Executive. I would like for you to have this and present it honored. And now we would like to invite all Woodbadgers to come up for congratulations.
Oh, good.
Thank you so much. Awesome. I love you.
So should it be a left-handed knuckleball? Congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much.
And with that, that concludes our ceremony.
Hey, appreciate it.